Graphics for each NBA 2K game has continued to get better and better with each console generation. When NBA 2K14 came out, everybody was saying that's the best looking sports game they've ever seen on a console. But what most people don't realize is, when it comes to 2K on 8th gen consoles, the graphics was already maxed out from the jump. 2K tried so hard to impress us visually that they ended up putting all their eggs in one basket. You see, the way that visuals in video games work, if you added something in one area that's too much, you have to take it away to another area. A lot of lighting in 2K versus the body types and the player models in 2K14. You see what I'm saying? Like, in 2K14, the lighting was so good that the player models and body types couldn't be that great. So when they actually decided to improve the player models and body types in 2K15, the lighting had to take a back seat because of the GPU and graphics card couldn't handle what was on the software for, the PS4 and Xbox One.
Those clips that you just heard were from a video by A1 and Drake titled NBA 2K21 Graphics on Next Gen, explaining why the potential of NBA 2K's graphics on current gen have been limited and why they're most likely going to be insanely good on next gen. I strongly recommend you go check that out, but in this video today we're going to be explaining the full potential of NBA 2K21 because they don't just have the potential to improve graphics, but they have the potential to improve everything dramatically. But before we get into it, if you guys could smash that like and subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Just smash it. So the whole concept of A1 Andre's NBA 2K21 graphics or next gen video was pretty much that 2K has the ability to make everything look incredibly good. They've upgraded their body types to have godly, they've had great lighting, but the problem is that they couldn't do it all in one game because the console was not powerful enough. Now if you look at this Zion Williamson trailer that's being shown right here, you can see they have the perfect body types with that lighting, okay? Because we know the PS5 is capable of ray tracing, so will the Xbox, because the Xbox is more powerful than the PS5. So pretty much, obviously, the graphics are going to look absolutely insane because they're not going to be able to up everything that they were doing before because they don't have powerful enough GPUs, processors, all that kind of stuff. Now, we're going to be looking at the PS5 for this example because the Xbox is more powerful. This means that 2K is more going to have to play towards the PS5 side than the Xbox because obviously they can't make their game so much better on the Xbox, otherwise they kind of have to program for two different consoles. They have to do that anyway, but it's a lot easier when you're kind of just copying from one to another. So if we're looking at the PS5 capabilities, it looks like the CPU and GPU are more than double of what they were on the last generation of console, which is the Xbox One and PS4, giving us 10.3 teraflops of power. Now, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't entirely know what that means, but I know it's double the amount of power, and they're saying the PS5 is 100 times faster than the PlayStation 4, and this is going to give them way more opportunity to upgrade the graphics, make the animation smoother. Now, I want you guys to take a quick look at these clips that I've got on the screen right here. This is from some virtual simulated basketball that was run on a PC, okay? This was not run on a console, so this is kind of the potential that we can expect to see from the next generation of console. But what we also have to remember is that this is not from a AAA developer like 2K. This is, I'm actually not sure what this is from. This is supposedly a leaked 2K21 gameplay. It's not from 2K21, but this is the most realistic basketball I've ever seen, and it is not an animation. This is AI playing AI. And if this is from an unknown developer, I can only imagine what 2K has in store for us on the next gen. Now, I also want to point out that this gameplay was actually posted out on February 15th of 2019, which will be almost 2 years before the next generation actually comes out. So on top of this absolutely smooth, incredible gameplay, 2K has 2 more years of potential development to improve other things. So as I said before, the graphics are going to be absolutely insane. But moving on from the graphics, I also want to highlight how this gameplay, all the animations look different. Everything looks smooth. Now, this actually could be computer learning. I obviously have no clue. This is posted by Inspire Entertainment Inc. I don't know if they do like machine learning or something, but that could be involved, okay? They could be, they have so many more animations than 2K. When you look at everything, just looks incredibly smooth. Now, this could have been a limitation of 2K. Maybe they were only able to add in so many animations, so where a lot of things look clunky. Now, this could again be be because of the console not having enough power. Now, I'm not sure if that is the case, but if that is the case, then we should be able to expect some incredibly smooth gameplay. Now, the reason I would believe that this is the case is because if you really look from when consoles switch from generation to generation, the gameplay gets significantly smoother. But when you look at the 2K14 gameplay to 2K19, 2K20, it hasn't dramatically improved that much with the smoothness of the gameplay. The animations, they roughly keep the same amount of animations in the game. But when you go from 2K14 to like 2K10, 2K, like all those types of games, the animations, the game feels way more clunky. And then you go back to like the Dreamcast or whatever, when you have literally no animations. You got the same thing every single time and you're just moving a player on the court.
And of course, who could forget My Career, NBA 2K's most popular mode?
These empty park courts are waiting to be filled with millions of My players battling for court supremacy. This year, there will be something to play for. Once you step off the hardwood, it is time to enter the world of My Park, where joining a community gives you something to play for every single game, where earning rep will separate the boys from the men and the men from the park legends. Welcome to the new era known as My Park.
Now, I want to say that the biggest potential for this upgrade in technology and hard processing should be in the My Park. There's something that we've been complaining about for ages, the weather. Either when they try to add weather, it causes the entire park to lag and everything. This is going to be a way for the park to not lag and add crazy weather. Now, and stuff like that, okay? Obviously, we can get bigger parks. That means we don't have less parks. So if you guys know there's less parks, but they're bigger, then there's going to be more people in the parks. So it's like 2K17 where there may be courts that are empty, but there's going to be more games, like, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you're always going to be able to find a game, because right now there's a lot of servers and not a lot of people in the servers, so that means that you can't get games. You know what I'm trying to say? They also have more potential to experiment with the open world, okay, because right now they're very limited by their servers, what they can actually use, or the processing and everything like that. Now, most hardcore 2K players, like people that play the game a lot, would probably realize that this actually kind of sucks, the open world, and it's far better when you keep the game simple and you just have parks. You go into the park to play the game, because at the end of the day, gameplay is the most important thing. But for 2K, the gameplay is not the most important thing. For 2K, the most important thing is bringing new people into the game, because a lot of the time, once you're brought in, the thing that keeps you playing is the fact that you're playing basketball. It's not necessarily the game itself, like other games like GTA or whatever. Their game is keeping you in the game. But for 2K, it's more that you're just trying to play a basketball game. So if they can bring more people in and convince them to buy it, and they know they can rely on just being the only basketball game for people to continue to play. So that's why I don't think they're going to get rid of the open world. However, I do think they're probably going to try to satisfy us with some other parks, but I think they'll definitely continue experimenting with the open world. And with the new next-gen software and hardware, such as ray tracing, machine learning, all that kind of stuff, I think we're going to get some really, really interesting concepts for the next gen. Even if it's not in 2K21, I definitely think down the line, through the next 10 years until the next console comes out, we're definitely going to get some incredibly interesting and unique ideas. Hopefully 2K21 will have some interesting and unique ideas on the next gen. Another big point is that hopefully they can rely more on our console's hardware to do more of the processing than their servers, putting less stress on their servers, obviously giving us a much better connection. It's a lot better that the processing and graphics and all that kind of stuff is done internally on the Xbox than on 2K servers, because otherwise, you know, especially people like me where we live very, very far away from servers in Western Australia, that if all the processing is done on the actual console itself, we're gonna get a lot better, smoother experience with a lot less lag. But comment down below how you guys think 2K21 is gonna be on the next console. I should have a predictions video coming out in around 2 days. I wanted to call out my local retailer and just clarify some things for you guys. Unfortunately, however, it is a Sunday today, so I didn't really, they were very busy, so I kind of just gave up on that. Okay, I was gonna have to get put on hold for like like 30 minutes just to ask a simple question. So I'll hopefully be recording that video tomorrow, and then after that I'll do some prediction videos on explaining what I think is going to actually be in 2K21 on current gen and next gen. Obviously, you know, it's just my opinion, okay, but what I think they're going to do, my opinion is not more valid than your opinion, because we don't really have any inside information or anything. But yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like and subscribe button, and comment down below what you thought. Comment down below if I got anything wrong. I don't think I got everything wrong. I did a lot of research for this video, obviously watching a bunch of other people's videos, looking at things, but again, I'm not some crazy expert. I don't understand the hardware and everything that goes into making a game and what the hardware is actually capable of. So if you do know, please correct me, okay? I think, as I said, I did do a bit of research, and I think I got everything as accurate as possible. But if you guys could hit that like and subscribe button, as I said, I would really appreciate. Reaction channel also, link in the description, and I'm out. See ya.